Okay, so hi, good evening. So this is me trying to, without any IT support, I'm trying to do this on two places. So yeah, I think it's working. I can see that Rajot and Amit Kumar and others are watching on FB, and few people are watching on YouTube as well. So yeah, hi. So yes, good evening, friends. Thank you so much for joining in. So this is all about the bring who on camera, Rajot. Bring them on camera. Who you want? You want to come on camera? Okay, so I bring you on camera. That what you wanted? Yeah. Well, who needs an IT support? I am the one very much challenged IT wise. I've added you, Rajat. So you declined it, man. Never mind. Never mind. We'll carry on with this. So yes, it's been a fantastic few days of motorcycling. We started from Kolkata, and from Kolkata, well, obviously West Bengal. The states we covered are so from West Bengal we went to Andhra. From Andhra, no, sorry, I'm sorry. From here we went to Orissa. From Orissa we went to Andhra Pradesh. From Andhra Pradesh we went to Tamil Nadu, and from there on to Karnataka, and from Karnataka we went to Maharashtra, then to Gujarat, and from there to Rajasthan, and from Rajasthan we went up to the Delhi NCR area, and from there into Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, back to Bengal. So that's 13 states we did in these few days that we did. Um, but before I talk to you about the actual ride, it's very important that I mention it and I've said it so many times, but it's never enough. That without the help of my marshals, and there were quite a few of them, it is not possible to do something like this just by yourself. So you just can't pick up the motorcycle or the car and just go for it. It just doesn't make sense at all because there's so much planning involved and so much like back support that we need when we do this. So Rajat, who is, I would never do something without him being on the marsh as a marshal. So Rajat flew in on the 13th, just 2 days before the ride was to start. He came in all the way from the UK. So he's my chief marshal. So he done everything in relation to route and things. So the primary coordinator. So he made the entire route. And then obviously because it's self-marshaled, so we need checkpoints as we go along the way. So every day, Rajat would make something like 5 to 6 checkpoints rather, which we would hit, and that would tell us whether we are on time, before time, or running slow. At times we have run slow, but at times I think too Rajat also mentioned that how the hell did you do this so fast? But hey, you know what? Without the checkpoints, it's difficult to do something like this. And after that, so after Rajat, we had obviously Deepu and Shantan who were in the car. They were my support vehicle in the car. And so again, I would say without them, it would be impossible. Actually, without any of my marshals, it would be impossible. So Deepu drove the entire 6,014 kilometers along with me, and Shantan managed the entire IT from the vehicle. So we had 3 cameras in the car, and a laptop and a dongle Wi-Fi system also in the car. In addition to that, we had the navigation systems and an additional navigation system, which is the GPS from the phone. So the car had its own GPS system, and plus it had another phone just in case to make sure that it's all running fine. So all of those gadgets, the entire IT, if you like, which was inside the vehicle, was handled totally by Shantan. So whenever you've seen me come talk to you, whenever I've stopped at times, I've spoken to you guys. So at that point in time, Shantan would bring the laptop out because we forgot to get our this microphone lapel, whatever you call it. We forgot to get that. So there's so many things to take on such a ride. and such a drive. Sometimes it's difficult. You forget a few small things. So he was controlling all of the IT. As far as the vehicles are concerned, I'm going to come back to that. So after this, of course, the marshals were my wife Sonia, who was looking after my health and well-being. She did a damn good job of it. So she did give me a few hard moments, so to basically to pull up my socks and get on with it. When I had a few moments to say that I'm tired, or I don't want to go to a particular location, it's too far away, or it's too late, she gave me a little slap on my back, I get, and said, "Get on with it." So yes, I got on with it, and because of her, I think the entire journey was totally completed. Next person who was working extremely diligently, I would mention here, is Shohag Lahiri. This is the first time Shohag has been a marshal for me, and I think she's a great asset to this team that we have here. She was doing, along with my wife, she was doing a lot of the hotel arrangements for us and the food arrangements at night. We're going to talk about food also, what we consume, what we don't consume on such a long ride, such an iconic ride. So she was. Both of them were looking after that. In addition to that, Shohag was also looking after the weather conditions, because up until Gujarat we were fine, but after Gujarat, when we hit North India, there was a lot of fog involved. So we needed a lot of fog predictions to ensure that we start our ride on time, because we've got to do as much as we can in a day. There were days we've done 1,000, 1,100 kilometers. There were days we've done 800s also. So pretty hard riding. And without an accurate weather prediction, it is absolutely impossible to do something. So she was talking about she was looking after the weather, and her weather predictions were very accurate. I wish she could join the live here today, but she's busy at work, so she can't join because she had developed a system. She told me this only yesterday how she did it, but maybe another time I will tell her to come live and say how she predicted the weather so accurately for us. Then, of course, there were the other marshals who were there. So Mr. Shiva, who was our marshal in Bangalore, and then Mr. Nilesh Bhai, as usual, fantastic, such a wonderful person. So he was there in Mumbai for us. At that, so he was there at the night and the following morning as well to flag us off again from Mumbai. Then, of course, we had Mr. Bhanu Pratap Singh, who came from such a long distance on his motorcycle all the way to marshal us in Delhi, NCR area, and then from there, he also, to our delight, he rode with us all the way to Agra, so which was absolutely fantastic as well. Then, of course, we had my very good friend Abhijit, actually, who's not a marshal, but he's a great friend. He met us at Brindavan because that was one of our pit stops, which Rajat had given as one of our checkpoints. So he came. It was a working day, and he came there, and he came and watched. Gave time to us there, and and then he told us all about the how to drive or not to drive on the expressways that we were on. He took care of that, and then of course we were in Lucknow. That was the highlight of our journey, hosted by none other than the Nawab of Lucknow, Debashish Kaur, who's also known as the Nawab of Lucknow, and also known lovingly as Bablada all across the motorcycling community. So he hosted a dinner for us. That was the first proper meal we had, and I think my team was absolutely very excited that. So we had Fahim, a very good friend again, who made mutton and chicken for us, and then there was Uttam was there, Shan was there, of course. Babla's beautiful wife was there, looking after us. So we had a wonderful time in Lucknow as well, and they were obviously marshaled us as well. The Bashish did, and then from there onwards, I don't think I've missed any of my marshals out. Just 1 second, please. Just 1 second. Hey, तुम्हारा phone का कुछ ना कहना. Hello. Phone का कुछ ना कहना. Yeah, sorry. I know people have disappeared from this household. Yeah. So yeah, so Demashish was also one of our marshals. Now, in addition to this, Avik Dey was our SOS marshal, who was in Kolkata, providing all of the safety support that we required. And so, he did a great job of that. Then we had our medical marshal, who is Kaushik Shil, and he made all our arrangements, all our medical supplies and everything. But and when I finished off, and I had to tell him, I thanked him, and I said, you know what? Thank God we didn't have to call you, because he had all our, he would look after all our insurances, and he would, any if we needed any, if the, if something bad happened, then air ambulance and all of that, hospitalization was his responsibility. So thank God we didn't have to call him. And yeah, so Avik Dey, Kaushik. Yeah, so I don't think I missed anybody. I think these were all the people who were actively participating, and each one of them gave us their input on a daily basis. Now here, so if I go on to what supplies we had, so the food we ate throughout the journey was protein bars. So we had these wonderful protein bars, so which we were having throughout the day, because when you're on such a ride, then you don't want your body to be too heavy in terms of food. It can slow you down and make you lethargic. Sometimes and it's because you're riding for 8, 10, 12, 14 hours a day. And however, every night we had some proper food, in the sense that I had the standard dal and roti, because you don't want a situation where your stomach is upset. Okay. So, but the boys, Shayantan and Deepu, they had chicken, because I don't trust the non-vegetarian cooking. Because it can come from anywhere on the road. That's one of the marshals sneaking behind us. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. Hi, Dibindu. Hi. So yeah, so that was the food we had. In addition to that, you might have noticed on the video that what I was having a lot was, I was drinking water, but it wasn't water that I was drinking. So what I was drinking was ORS. It's a supplement kind of a situation. Hi Shomnath. Hi Shomnath. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Thanks Julie. Thanks Shashi. Arijit Majumdar. Shubhashri. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you Arijit. So yeah. So that was ORS water, which prevented dehydration quite a bit. And there were times we were having coffee. Thanks, Ritik. There was times I was having coffee, because there was generally in the afternoon when the body was slowing down a little bit. So you might have seen Deepu make coffee for me. It was a very strong, dark black coffee, which I had, which then kept us going again till nighttime. So thanks, Rakhi. So it was overall, that was the food we had, except with the exception of Lucknow, where it was home cooked. So we all had a bit of mutton, bit of chicken, bit of rice, several bit of rotis. So we had the proper home cooked food in Lucknow. But over and above, that was the food that we consumed. And of course, when we came back home, we had a lot of food that we missed for such a long period of time. In addition, in the car, we had a lot of supplies. So we had spare petrol in safety tanks. We were carrying about 20 liters in safety tanks, which were all very secure and sealed. Hi, Jyothi Biswas. Hi, Roy Shomo. So we had that. In addition to that, we had our medical supplies, our first aid box. There was one first aid box on my bike, and there was one first aid box in the car. Then we had all of the food supplies. So the protein bars, there were a few protein bars in the bike, on the top box of my bike, and some water, just in case we separated at some point in time and I stopped and I wanted to eat something. And the majority of the stock was kept inside the car. And there were apples also, just in case people wanted to have anything. And obviously, all of we had Red Bull, but we didn't have any, we didn't consume any of the, they came back, the Red Bull came back intact. Hi, King Shok, thanks for joining. So because Red Bull has a different kind of an effect, Red Bull, once you consume it, you do get a massive boost, but within the next couple of hours, you drop. your energy levels drop pretty sharply. So when that happens, it can be quite detrimental for the ride and for the drive as well. So that's all about the food and the stock. We also had anti-puncture kits. We had some sprays, liquid sprays for both the vehicles, the bike and the support vehicle. And I think my other marshal is joining now. Huh? Medicine. दीदी दीदी का फोन करे बोलो ना. Okay, so yeah, that's medical supplies for the home. So no, not for me, for my other marshal there. So yeah, so there was all, and we had puncture kits and everything. But it's very important to say it here now. Shubhriya, thanks for joining. Is that the vehicles that you use, and I'm not saying it because I am very fussy about my vehicles, but this is something, the vehicle will keep you happy. The vehicles you use must be in top condition. That means they must be serviced completely. The tires must be in great shape. You can't use old tires on such a long journey. We did 6,014 kilometers, so we couldn't use old tires. So all the 6 tires, so the 2 on the bike and the 4 in the car were all brand new tires. And here, fingers crossed, this is something we had a lot of worry right through, that we could have some trouble. If worst case scenario, we'll probably have a trouble with the tires. But I can tell you that we're very happy that we did not even have one puncture in the entire 6,014 kilometer journey. All of the entire journey, we were blessed. And I think a lot of your good wishes and your blessings also helped us on the way, so that we don't slow down because of a flat tire or something similar to that. And we didn't have to use any of the puncture kits. So all of you who are listening here, if you guys need a puncture kit, I've got a spare puncture kit. You can take it from me. We also have some sprays, liquids, which you can put inside your tires. I've got 4 cans of those. If anybody wants it, please come and take it. I'm happy to give them away now. We've used them up. In addition, we modified the support vehicle a little bit, in the sense that we personalized it, in the sense that because of this fog issue that we were expecting, which we had actually, we had additional fog lights installed in front of the windscreen on the bonnets, which helped us a lot, especially when we were driving through Rajasthan and all of North India, pretty much UP, Bihar, because throughout the day I would be riding in front of the vehicle for various reasons. So I would be pacing and the car would follow. And thereafter, what would happen was, when it was getting dark, or if the very severe fog was happening, then I would fall behind the vehicle, either to the right side of the vehicle or to the left side of the vehicle. And the vehicle would guide me using the fog lights. And one night in Rajasthan, yes, it was in Rajasthan, going to Nimrana, the fog was very, very bad. It was very severe. I mean, even Deepu and Shantan had to drop everything, and they had to keep their eyes completely on the road. Shantan had to drop the IT as well and be totally on the road. Rakhi, thanks for joining. Yeah, so there was the modifications to the car, and beyond that, the road condition in India, I would say 80% of the Golden Quadrilateral is in very, very good condition. We were able to meet all our targets, sometimes even improve on our targets. But 20% of the road is still pretty bad. I would actually say 20 to 25%. But as I said on the live sessions during the journey, is that I read somewhere, today's pain is tomorrow's gain. So this 25% work which is going on all over India is actually going to make our lives very much easier in the next few years, I would say. Prithvi, thanks for joining. Shubhamar, thanks for joining. Bunty Sinha, thanks for joining. So yeah, so it'll make our life a hell of a lot easier in the next few years. And then if anybody is doing something like the GQ, or say after 2 years, it will be absolute, it'll be fantastic that you guys, will see that. You'll see it. And the places where it's completed, it is wonderful. It can be compared, or rather, I would say, I've driven and ridden on international roads as well. Dhruv, thanks for joining. They are, in a lot of the cases, the GQ route, which has been redone and rebuilt, is a lot better than the international roads that I've traveled upon. They're equal to and better. So you know what? I'm happy with this situation. So overall, it was absolutely fantastic. We had a great ride, and we met some great people as well. There was one young man who was whose name is Amit, who lives in Choparan village near Bihar, and he was following us from Chennai actually. On the YouTube channel, he was following us. So the young kid, he's autistic, so he has a speech impediment, so he can't speak very well. But somehow he communicated with the support vehicle, with Shayantan and Deepu, and he then they sort of agreed to. So the GQ stopped at Choparan, to say hi to this young man. You'll see it on the video there. He was super excited. His family was super excited, and I thought we made a little difference to a young man's life. He wants to become a motorcyclist, so we obviously encouraged him to become a motorcyclist and get on with it. He wants to go to Mumbai and Delhi and all these places on his motorcycle. So his father spoke to us as well. So yeah, great, good, absolutely fantastic. I mustn't forget Shashank, my younger brother, pretty much. Shoma, thanks for joining. He left his work. I was having helmet trouble, so I was using my Shui helmet, which has been sort of customized by Born Free Customs. But I was having issues with it in the sense that the top layer was giving me a problem. In the sense it was sagging, so it was giving me a problem. So my vision below my eyelids was coming below my eyelids, so I couldn't see much. Bishwan, thanks for joining. So I decided to get a new helmet. Now that was obviously a challenge because the helmets I was asking for weren't available in Bangalore. But Shashank, thank you so much. Love you, brother. Love you. Because of you also, the GQ got completed. Alka, thanks for joining on YouTube. So he took it was a working day. He took a day off from work. Went over to this massive. Shiva guided him, of course. Shiva, thanks for guiding Shashank to this massive helmet warehouse place where he went, and then he exchanged photographs with Shayantan, and he got me a very nice LS2 helmet, which is a carbon fiber helmet, which is extremely light. And once I wore it, obviously it takes you a few hours to get used to it, but once I wore it, I couldn't feel a helmet on my head. It's so light, it's so beautiful. And even the blind spot checks that I was doing became so much easier because the Shui is a slightly heavier helmet than the LS2. So yes, Shashank, thank you ever so much for doing this. Absolutely great. Dylan Kumar, thank you for joining. So overall, we had a great experience. The flag off was absolutely fantastic, and I am deeply, grateful to all of the people who came over for the flag off on the 14th. We did the flag off on the 13th actually. So it was wonderful. So many people could take time off work and come from very long distances to us and do the flag off for us and do the victory the inauguration lap for us. Then the flag down also, it was fantastic. I mean, I was actually very emotional to see that flag down. So many people had come over. Mr. Shayantan Dash, as usual, late, is joining us 25 minutes into the live session. So, bring your share here. Pull up a share. So, Case, thanks for watching. So, yeah, so they had lined up between two pillars, they had lined up across the club, across two pillars, and we got a clap when we walked in, when we drove in. Yeah, we got a clap from everybody. That's Peanut. Shout out. Ayushman, thanks for joining. So yeah, we got a nice little standing ovation from all of them. It was very emotional, and obviously Jonathan was there, Shubal was there. Who else was there? Shipra was there, Chetan was there, Kaushik and Rakhi were there, Sonia was there, Shohag was there. Shankho was there.
Mahi.
And his wife was there. So many people.
Even Ovik came with his broken shoulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Ovik later on. Because Ovik said he will not subscribe to the channel if I don't say nice thing about him. So I'm going to say nothing about him today. No, Ovik actually broke his shoulder while we were doing the GQ, and so he came over. Came over with his broken shoulder, shoulder on the arm on the sling. He came over because it was the flag down. Shankar Chakraborty, thanks for joining. Mac, thanks for joining. Sunita Ghosh, thank you for joining. So yeah,
Bubul also came from Howrah.
Bubul came. That was team Tornado. He came all the way from Howrah as well, which is great. Shipra got the cake for us.
Yeah, Shipra got the cake.
Shipra got the cake for us. A fantastic cake, lovely flavor, Shipra. Thank you so much for the cake. Yeah, and it was a fantastic flag down for us. It was truly remarkable. And then we had a little small get together and a photo session. I'm sure you guys have posted all the photos and everybody's seen all of that. Yeah. So what do you have to say? What is your experience of the GQ?
My experience was fantastic. The entire journey, the entire ride, then those dances of yours.
Yes. Yeah. So the first one happened by mistake.
Yeah.
I was just chilling on the road.
I took that video.
Yeah. So he took the video and he made a reel out of it.
Yeah. You didn't knew even.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know. But from the next day onward, we said, okay, this is something we should do every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we did that every day after that. Then we saw some wild animals.
Yeah, we saw wild animals. Those big animals.
Very big animals. Yes, very big animals. Yes. But I think one of the things is that I think you'll also agree with me, Jonathan, that the truck drivers that people say bad things about, they are the best on the highways. They are actually the best. So they will actually give you. Hi, Bhanu Pratap Singh. Thanks for joining.
Sat Sri Akal.
So the truck drivers are absolutely beautiful. One little honk from the back in the daytime and little light flash in the nighttime, and they will always give way to you. They will never ever create a hassle for you. Good evening, Bhanu Babu. Yeah. So then, what did you guys do inside the car all day? I mean, I know you did IT. What else did you
do? We exchanged stories actually.
You exchanged stories?
Yeah.
Okay. What sort of stories?
Different stories. Even we exchanged ghost stories.
Ghost stories? Okay. Is that on YouTube?
Yeah, is that on YouTube?
Okay, so
in one live, I think is there.
In one of the live sessions.
Yeah,
okay, so on one of the live sessions, there's ghost stories between him and Deepu exchange with you guys. So anybody interested in that, please watch. Shumita Shah, thanks for joining. Kaushik Mukherjee, thanks for joining. Yeah. So overall, did you get tired?
Not much.
Not much. Nothing a hot shower couldn't fix it.
Yeah.
Exactly. What about the food? Because we were all eating protein. I'm used to living on protein bars. Yeah. What about you?
We also lived in protein bars.
But what did you feel about it? Like, were you hungry?
No, not pretty hungry actually. We were okay. We were light. We were okay. We were not hungry. The appetite was not there actually after the protein bars and apples, and we felt healthy actually in the 9 days.
We lost weight. All of us lost 4 inches, 2 inches, 3 inches. All of us lost a few inches. Shantan had a lot more to lose, so he lost 4 inches. I lost a little bit less, and Deepu is very fit and healthy guy, so he lost a little less than that. But overall, we came back healthier. I think.
We came back healthier,
lighter.
Yeah, not tired.
Not tired as well. So yeah, what is the one unique thing you can remember or you want to remember of the GQ ride?
Well, one thing I must say that this is different from what you asked actually. Maybe someone will say that I am a bit biased, but what I saw in the entire journey, I saw that the western parts of the road or the western ghats and the highways are much more developed.
Yeah, they were all completed. Yeah. And the northern side is still getting done.
Yeah, it's still
after Purvanchal.
Yeah, after Purvanchal. And the eastern side from Kolkata, from Kharagpur to Bhadrak, I think.
The Bhadrak. Till that was bad.
And then some parts more from Bhubaneswar also. The
There were
roads
those
needs,
little
yeah,
patches
little patches needs to be
needs to
repaired.
be sorted out. Yeah, and also in Jaipur that night, I
Yeah,
think the
that general.
road
Yeah,
was a
in
bit bad
Jaipur,
in
in
Jaipur.
Jaipur.
22 kilometers from Jaipur
Yeah,
up to Jaipur, that was a bit bad road. A lot
that
of
was not
gravel.
only bad road. The Jaipur traffic also
Traffic was very bad.
very bad.
Yeah, but I think the worst traffic we had was in Maharashtra.
Once.
6 hours
Yeah.
from Kolhapur to Thane. It took us 6 hours. 6 hours we sat in traffic. And imagine, I mean, you guys were in the car,
Yeah.
but that big bike and me just moving only by my feet, nothing else for 6 hours. Yes, Nitin
Nitin
Gadkari ji
Gadkari.
did a great job of our highways, Bhanuji. And I know Babla and Chumki are on the Lucknow Expressway. He sent me a message. I hope they can catch it later on. Shantanu, thanks for joining. And then, did you, at any point on these few days, did you think, I don't want to complete this. I want to go home. This is enough.
Not really, actually. But a bit tiresome was the one where while we were crossing Jaipur, actually.
That was tired. No, I
Yeah,
know. That
that
was
was very tiresome. And also when we were entering Thane, we were just going on flyovers and flyovers and flyovers and flyovers. Road was not ending. We entered Mumbai, but then Mumbai was not ending.
Mumbai wasn't. Mumbai is too big a city.
Yeah,
Honestly,
and it
Mumbai
was
is
a
too big.
long traffic.
Very long traffic that was. That's pretty long. But I mean, it overall, you enjoyed the whole
Yeah,
thing.
well, actually the highway has been placed in such locations. It's beautiful sceneries, landscapes,
Yes.
and I enjoyed that the most.
Will नीलेश आएगा थाने वाला please come over, Nilesh ji. Please come over. Most welcome anytime. So yeah, so again, at no point of time did any one of us think that we'd quit, and we had so much support, not only from the 16 marshals that we had. I mean, Avik there, despite his broken hand, was on the phone and asking him how we are doing and things like that. And our other marshals were working diligently. Don't take this road, take that road. Here's the speed limit is so much. Don't exceed speed limits, otherwise you'll get caught, and you're going to lose time. And of course, all of the love and good wishes from all of you who've been following us on
And
our
also
journey.
on road also.
On the road also, I just mentioned about Amit before you came. Amit,
Amit and then that woman.
new. Oh yes, yeah. So we met this lady in Jaipur. She has a little stall on the roadside selling gutka, pan, tea, coffee, etc. So we stopped there, and she offered to make coffee for us. But by this time, Deepu already made my coffee and brought it. So I told her, sorry, but my coffee is already done, so just leave it. But then we needed some hot water.
Yeah.
So I requested her, said, okay, so, and I felt bad also that I already made the coffee. So I requested her to make some hot water for us, and I asked her how much I could pay for the hot water. She was so clear that, you only taken hot water.
Yeah.
I can't charge you for that. I said, no, but you used your gas and your time. She said, no money for the hot water. Instead, take my blessings with you. And then there was this guy in which village was that?
Choparan.
No, Choparan I already
Amit,
mentioned.
yeah.
Amit I've mentioned. The other guy, the one with the dhaba in Rajasthan only.
Okay, that was in Rajasthan.
In Rajasthan, we met this 19-year-old boy where we had, I think if you see the live videos, where we had dalbati churma. It was that dhaba is owned by a 19-year-old boy. So if you guys are ever going there, please check out the Facebook live which he did and our video. Please stop by there and support this young gentleman. But overall, wherever we stopped and we met people, I mean, we never had any bad incidents or anything like that.
Yeah.
But overall, whenever we stopped, everybody, even though we didn't understand the language, we understood that they were giving us blessings. They were giving good wishes. So it was like this. The two hands were up like this, giving us blessings, saying it like this. So giving us blessings. So it was. We collected a lot of good wishes.
Yeah,
on
even
the
the police who first caught us in Maharashtra while entering
Yeah, the
they
police-
also supported us.
They supported us a lot. And then they took photographs. They delayed us by 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to take photographs with us. Okay.
They wanted to know what was happening actually.
Yeah, they wanted to know what was going on. So yeah, we had to explain to them. Yeah, so they're on one of the Maharashtra lives. All of
yeah.
them are there, and then they took photographs and a nice little interaction with the Maharashtra Highway Police Force. Good luck, thank you guys. So with all of these good wishes and everything else, we did it
We did it.
in 91 hours.
Yeah, 6,000
14.
14 kilometers.
6,014 kilometers, we did it in 91 hours. And that's thanks, okay, to all of us, but all all of us means everybody who's connected to us. All of us who was marshalling us, all of us who was watching us, all of us giving us their good wishes, all our friends, family members, everybody, thank you so much. Without you, this would not have happened at all.
Exactly.
It would just have gone bad. I don't think we would have completed it. Yeah, so thank you so much for your good wishes. And 91 hours is not a joke, because the previous record, my personal one, was 97, which I broke. The previous one was 124 hours. So I did that in 97. So I broke my personal best as well at 91 hours. So I got my records as well. I got 3 records on this one. And Shayantan and Dipu also got a record.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a team. So they are fastest as a team on the GQ route. So yeah, all of us got records, and we're just happy to be back home. Yes. Anything else you want to say before we end this live?
Well, GQ was a fantastic journey actually,
Yeah.
and the friends we met on the road, especially Nilesh Bhai, Bhanuji, and of course Bablada, who is not watching right now. He's probably driving in some fog.
Yeah, Lucknow to Agra.
Lucknow to Agra.
Lucknow to Agra.
He's driving
he's
in the fog actually.
Yeah.
So, and the party in Lucknow, that was actually that the party was something we craved for since morning. Last night when we heard that the mutton is being cooked, the next day we craved for it from the next moment actually. So,
Yes.
and the support everyone gave us, each and every reel was so viral. The moment I posted them, they wanted the reel actually.
Everybody wanted the reel. Yeah.
Everybody wanted the reel to see, to watch the reel every day.
Every day. Yes. Orpon, thanks for joining. Avik, thanks for joining. Finally, he's joining. You can watch the rerun. But I've said nice things about you, so behave yourself, right? So I think what everybody was asking me yesterday and the day before, Deva, thanks for joining, is what's next? What are we going to do next?
Well, I have a plan.
Arano Rai Chaudhary, thanks for joining. Kumaresh, thanks for joining. Abhishek Banerjee, thanks for joining. What's next? What's next?
Should we disclose it?
We shouldn't, no?
No.
Well, there are 2 plans.
Yeah.
Right? No, 3 actually. 3 plans, right?
3 plans.
1 by bike, another by bike, and 1 by car. Right? So 3 plans, right?
Okay.
So there are 3 more plans which are going to happen. But yes, we will not be disclosing it now because we don't know which one's going to happen when. We will, of course, let you know what's happening when it's happening. And of course, I will try and see how much live we can do on those ones.
Yeah.
One may be challenging. Yeah. One of them may be challenging to be live streamed, but the other 2 should be okay, for live streaming. So saying that, thank you all very much for joining. Akshay Chaudhary, thanks for joining. We'll thank you so much for spending 40 minutes again with us, watching. Tonaya Chatterjee, thanks for joining, watching us. And if you have any questions, please feel free to WhatsApp or Facebook or YouTube or wherever else we are. We'll be happy to answer your questions. And if you need any assistance with the route, with the pit stops, all of that, we have everything computerized. We have everything tabulated. We're happy to share so that other people can benefit from this as well. Saying that, good night. Take care. Love you all.